Welcome to another edition of Could Be Wrong. I'm Nick Schwartz, Mike Vernon, Kevin Tehan, Kevin Meckley. Happy to have you with us. Thought we'd be talking about the second straight blowout win for KU against Baylor on Friday. We'll get to it, but we have to start with some pretty somber news. I don't know if that's a little too strong. Maybe we'll let you decide by the end of the episode. But earlier today, at around, what was it, about 6 o'clock Kansas time, KU Athletics released a statement regarding Bill Self. I'll pull it up on screen for anybody who's watching. Quote, Kansas men's basketball coach Bill Self felt under the weather earlier today and out of an abundance of caution was taken to LMH Health where he received IV fluids. He is feeling better, but did not accompany the team to Boulder. So Bill Self, under the weather, hospital, will not be coaching versus Colorado on Tuesday night. Before we kind of get into our reactions from this, Mike, I know you have been reporting on this. You sent out an update earlier today. What can you tell us beyond this statement that I just read from KU?
Yeah, there was a medical fire dispatch sent to Allen Fieldhouse earlier in the day. I'm trying to think of what time it was Kansas time. 3:30. I don't
3 something.
Around then. Yeah, 3:40-ish. For an individual with chest pains. That was the alert that went out to the medical crew that went to see him or an individual at Allen Fieldhouse around the same time. Timeline certainly would match. And I'll say that reporters or witnesses there have said that they saw Bill Self in a stretcher, which if you're going to the hospital, they're putting you in a stretcher. So, it wasn't that he was out or anything, but certainly was stretchered out at Lawrence Memorial Health per KU statement. KU says he's feeling better. That's certainly what I have heard, and pretty quickly had heard that he was okay.
Okay, so essentially what you're reporting about the 911 dispatch, chest pain, going out in a stretcher, I would imagine that is protocol, like you stated.
Yeah,
Given the situation, they're like, hey, sorry, like this is what we have to do, whether it's serious or not, and we don't really know how serious it is. But the picture that you just painted certainly seems a lot more serious than the one that KU painted, which I guess I would understand because this is a guy who has been in the hospital twice in the past 2.5 years, 3 years. I don't know exactly what that timeline is. Yeah. So I would imagine if it is at all related to the issues that have put Bill Self in the hospital the previous 2 times, both of which he had stents placed in his heart. Correct?
Yes.
So
yeah, both times. Both were serious events.
So if that's the case,
downplayed, but serious.
I guess I would understand that KU in the immediate aftermath of this happening would put out a very milquetoast statement to just say like, hey, not feeling well, went to the hospital. We were just playing it safe. He's not going to go to Colorado. I would understand that, but then it does leave you kind of trying to fill in the pieces of exactly how serious is this? And as I'm sure we've done a lot of speculating over the past couple of years, like what does this mean for him, the rest of this season, and his future at Kansas?
I mean, I'll say like pretty confident we have somewhere between him not feeling well and the events that were the stints. Like I think we've fallen somewhere in that range of like, I think this is beyond just, hey, I don't feel great. I need some fluids, but I don't think it's I haven't heard anything to think it's anything as significant or nearly as significant as what we've seen in the past.
The last I heard, Mike, was it was the lightest scare of the 3 scares, but it was still a scare.
It was a scare.
So that doesn't sound like fluids. Maybe it was, but if you are him and you feel anything, you call.
Yeah.
So like, I think that there's some version of the facts here that are okay with this. Like I can reconcile the statement and what potentially happened with what you were saying, Mike. It feels a little vague and a little bit not really addressing the elephant in the room, which is the fact that this guy has had some heart issues, and they're making it sound like he, maybe had a stint with the flu.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happened here.
No, doesn't seem to be the case.
And that's, it sucks, right? These things keep adding up.
Well, because when you hear the way Mike, and we obviously are never going to be able to fill in all the explicit details of exactly what happened that led to the dispatch or whatever, the fire and medical team being called upon, because in your mind, when you hear it, you think the worst. You're like, oh, he collapsed. He was having a heart attack, something terrible, doomsday scenario. The reality could be that he was walking around the office and was like, I don't feel good. I think maybe
the Apple Watch said a regular,
Right.
something, who knows?
Yeah. You don't
call.
know. Oddly enough, like Mac, what you said, the idea that this was how did you word it? The least scary of the scares.
Lightest.
The lightest. That does not make me feel any better. And in a weird way, I'm almost like, it almost makes me feel worse, like as if I'm supposed to feel better. They're getting better. They're still happening, but they're getting less severe. I'm like, I just wish they didn't happen at all. And it does kind of make me wonder, like, is this just going to be, as long as Bill Self is the coach at Kansas, is this going to be the reality that, like, hey, this is going to keep happening from time to time, and it's just to be expected?
Is it going to keep happening, or don't you think? I think that somebody's, I don't know, spouse is going to step in and say, "Hey, they're not going to keep happening. They're not. The
At
next
least not while
one,
you're working.
the last one was the last one."
The
Don't you
answer
think
is
there's at least
Yeah,
a
but I've said that every time.
We're close
I've
to
said it
Bill's
every
coaching
time.
career ending. Yeah, we have said this every time. And this summer was a serious moment. And so hopefully today was nothing that would cause long-term or cause in adding up of events. And I see the comments coming in distracting people. So someone got Kevin to chuckle a little. So yeah, you hope these things aren't adding up beyond, but it is another one. And it certainly points toward the future of Self's career and Kansas basketball.
So he's not going to be on the sideline against Colorado tomorrow. We know
They
that.
haven't officially said that, but he did not travel with the team. I was told. It would be very surprising. Yes.
Okay. We'll say there's a small chance, but very, very unlikely he will be with the team.
Yep.
road trip.
I know we've talked about this, and not to transition quickly, but just real quickly on this point. Who will be roaming the sideline as the interim head coach?
Mike, rank the options.
Rank them as far as likelihood.
All of them.
Interim head coach draft.
Yeah, you have to include all possible options.
We know
All
one
40 coaches.
is the associate head coach.
Jeremy Case is the associate.
No.
head
So
coach.
we're not building suspense. You start at the bottom. Who's least likely of the assistant coaches?
KJ.
I just got a
Number 9. Is KJ number 9?
Actually, Doc or KJ?
I think KJ might be more likely.
Doc has head coaching experience.
Yeah,
like Power 5. All right, we'll start with KJ.
He built the foundation for Nebraska. If you think about it.
If you think about it.
If you think about it.
I'm thinking.
Oh man. Well, all right. KJ goes bottom of the list. Then do I just need a rapid fire, or are we just going to
Yeah,
talk
we
about
don't
each
need you
one?
don't need to explain your picks. That
Okay, is
much.
it Doc or Brennan Bouchard? Ooh,
Bouchard comes
before
Bouchard
Doc.
would be below Doc. Yeah.
Below, yeah. I would agree with that. This might be a hot take. I might put Curtis below Doc.
Wow.
That's actually not the hottest take I've ever heard.
He's the recruiter.
I would sprinkle. I mean, if you're giving me Curtis KT at like 4,500, I would sprinkle a little bit on that.
Yeah, head Curtis.
Head Curtis. We need KT. Okay, so I'm gonna KT Curtis. Doc. No, Tony Bland. Tony Bland's on the staff now.
That's right. It's hard to keep track of all these.
He goes
coaches.
below KT, then
Oh.
KT, then Doc. Now we're into the big dogs because we got left what? There's
Dooley.
Case, Dooley, and Jock. And those are kind of the big three.
Dooley is included in the big three. He's going to be excited to hear that.
Well, this is a pro
Yes.
Dooley podcast
Dooley loves
after
a
the
party.
theory,
Yeah, pro Dooley.
after the Dooley theorem. TP's agent, Darren Matsubara, might actually have it in the contract. That's a good take. Matsubara has written this in this year, or him or Daryl get to do it. Those two can fight it up. I'm going to say no, Dooley, and then it's Jock or Case.
That's the real
Or-
question.
Or Norm has flown in.
Norm gets the call from Bristol. We need you,
Mats.
bud.
Get me on a plane.
I think tomorrow, if we're talking a one-game situation, it probably is going to go to the associate head coach.
Wild stuff. Just wild stuff.
Wow.
I think
It
you're
is
right.
pretty wild.
And I
Norm,
don't-
seeing Norm patrolling the sideline was odd, but it wasn't the strangest thing on earth. Case is going to be really
that's
going
weird.
to be really weird.
Especially when you bring in Jock. Like the almost obvious thing that's happening here. That's the thing that's like, wait a minute. What is he? What? I don't.
What if both of them do it?
Co-head coach. It means you.
They're
have no-
both kind of like mirroring each other, just like trying to get the right like head coach man.
No, it's like Jim and Michael from The Office.
yes,
Day to
yes,
day, big picture. You know, who handles the big picture? Who handles the day to day? One of them does the game plan. The other one does substitutions and timeouts.
It's gonna be weird, man. I mean, it's weird. The whole thing's weird, but that's
Do you think this decision was made before the season? Or
Yes.
some
Had
right?
to have been.
So I've been thinking
Okay.
about this a lot over the last couple of hours. And the more I think about it, I'll start here. I don't think it was this is totally in retrospect. I don't think it was ever Bill's intention for this to be his last season. Because if we are to believe, as many people have stated or implied, that when they brought Jacques in, it was to eventually take over as the head coach whenever Bill decided to hang it up. I don't think you do that, then name Jeremy Case associate head coach, knowing based off the last 2 years that there's a non-zero chance that your head coach could end up missing some time. So if you went into this season thinking that like, yeah, Bill's health has been kind of up in the air the last 2 years. He just had a scare in the offseason. So like, how confident, if you're Travis Goff, do you feel that Bill is not going to miss a game in 25-26?
That's part of it's part of why Jock was
So
hired.
if you know that,
if true.
and then you name Jeremy Case your associate head coach, it would tell me that, hey, maybe Jacques will be the head coach for this program someday, but it's not going to be next year, because you don't bring Jacques in as like a potential candidate to be the head coach because he's got the best plays. He's got the best X's and O's. No, you're bringing him in, or whoever you hire to be the next head coach, to run your program, which obviously, as we all know, is a lot more than just like calling good plays and making good substitutions during the games. So that would lead me to believe that like, if you put Jacques out there, it's such a low upside shot. What would he have to gain on
Right.
24 hours head knowing that every KU fan's like, oh, that guy might be next. And everyone's going to go through every decision he makes with a fine-tooth comb. Why would you even give him the opportunity to like be the guy, even if it's just for 1 to 2 games? Because then all of a sudden, what if KU loses tomorrow? Jacques the head coach, and that's the only game we get to see him. The conversation becomes, well, I didn't really love that. Didn't look like head coach material to me. So that's why you don't put him out there at all. You don't let anything that happens this season reflect on his candidacy to be the head coach.
I never really understood the Jeremy Case promotion. There had to be more to that story. So, Nick, I'm willing to allow for your theory. I also like the theory that was just posted as a comment, which was you're promoting him to give him exposure for another gig.
Yeah.
Future. Obviously, Self likes him.
But I think both things can be true.
He's
For
been
the
here a
record,
long.
I think
Right.
both things can be true. That like, hey, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll give Case a little bit more exposure, and we'll protect ourselves from all of a sudden having to rethink the Jacques deal.
It's just
Yeah, I think there's a couple things here, which is like setting Case up for long-term success, no matter what happens when Bill's time is done. That's got to be at the top of Jeremy Case's mind. The rest of the staff they're going to be, those guys are going to be fine, right? They've been with Bill or coaches for 30 plus years. Case has been 11 years at KU on the bench, but he's still young dude. Certainly aspires to be a head coach. Like, I think this sets him up long-term, takes care of him. And I don't know if Case had an opportunity this offseason or not, but I think those are 2 paths to me.
Mike, if he is head coaching material, and if he's been with us, you just mentioned 11 years. When there's a KU assistant quote, up and coming, my word, not reality necessarily, up and coming KU assistant, Bill Self coaching tree, like, shouldn't that guy already have a job somewhere? Shouldn't that guy already be getting interviews all the time?
Or he has had interviews or he gets promoted to associate head coach.
I understand.
But yeah, I don't know.
My point is, I personally, and maybe I'm just not running in the right circles, I've never once in my life heard that Jeremy Case is a sought after coaching prospect in college basketball, where on paper, like, I would imagine he should be. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, you would think so.
Like, if you look around other big programs where there's a longtime assistant, still young, longtime assistant who's ready, like, should be ready after 11 years to make the leap. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just the whole thing's kind of weird.
I mean, sure. But like, he's been Bill's guy. He's been KT's guy. So it's like, yeah, I don't really know, but clearly they gave him, I think he earned, should be said. You don't get given titles like that.
And I'm
not at the University of Kansas. So clearly, though, I do think that this helps set him up for the long term. And you probably have the associate head coach run it tomorrow. I agree. There's also, if you do want Jacques to be the guy, you probably don't trot him out with 24 hours head notice against Colorado. It's a good take.
Why not?
I don't know. He's an NBA head coach. I don't know.
I think
is it harder?
It's just it's not worth the risk. Wow, Mendoza. It's just not worth the risk. I mean, the only thing that would make it worthwhile is if they say Bill can't come back, finish off the season strong, and put together a tournament run. If they don't, then it's a sour year 1 for Vaughn next year. You can't start off on behind the 8 ball with a new head coach.
Yeah, I think the way we've talked about it too is like, you want to get Jacques in the building to kind of see what he's made of. But the second he has to, or gets to, however you want to look at it, coach in actual games this year, then his candidacy becomes all about that. It's not about what he brings as a program builder or what he can do in recruiting, the other 99% of being a head coach at Kansas specifically, it will all become about the 1%, the 2 games he coached, the 3 games he coached. Now, if you told me right now, hey, Bill's done for the season, it probably changes the conversation a little bit. But I don't think Travis Goff and the powers that be want to make a decision based off 1 to 3 hypothetical games where Jacques gets
I
thrust
hope
into
not.
the head coaching position.
Well, wait a minute.
And you don't want them to. Exactly. Nobody actually wants that, right? KU to make a decision based off of like 3 games that Jacques could potentially coach this year.
Play that back though. You just said, if I'm hearing you right, that let's just go down the dark rabbit hole that Bill Self is done for the year.
Whoa.
And you just said, well, if that's the case, then it may not be Jeremy Case for the rest of the year. Things could be different. Well, if he's associate head coach, he's associate head coach. Like that doesn't change. You don't promote Jock to associate head coach.
No, sorry, that's not what I was saying. I was saying more so it might increase your appetite to want to see Jacques. Not to say it will happen. I'm saying like from you and me, from my perspective, I'd be like, well, if Bill's done the rest of the year, then I would want to see what this guy could do over the course of a month and a half.
Every single fan, like KU fan that's out there, would say, "What? Or what? Wait, why is he head coach and not that guy?" Like every single person's going to say that. They're not. I think people are going to be floored when they see Jeremy Case as the guy up there. I don't. Most KU fans don't know that.
Are we certain it's Case?
No, but that you
do we believe in the hierarchy?
I
do.
I think you do.
I think you do too.
But I sent this in the group chat, Mac, earlier. It's like a comedian. You're building up your 60-minute set, and you open with your best joke. Like, I'm going to get him right away. And then it bombs. Well, then you're fucked. If your best joke is your first joke and it doesn't get a reaction, now you're screwed. And I kind of feel that way about Jacques. It's like, just keep it in the chamber and you don't have to worry about it. Then you're just still evaluating on the same things you thought you would be evaluating when you hired him last summer, of like, let's just get you in the program. We're going to see how guys like you. We're going to see how you like. I don't think they want to burn that, because the flip side is like, if we want to make these grand conclusions about who a guy is as a coach over a very small sample size, then like flip side,
we wouldn't do that.
What if we do? What if we do honor the hierarchy? Jeremy Case is the coach for 2 games, 3 games, 6 games. What if he looks awesome? What are we going to say then? Are we all going to sit here and be like, nope, still not interested, thank you? If KU's offense is humming, defense is just like shutting teams down, Melvin's hitting threes, Darren's playing 35 a night, are we all going to sit here and say, you know what, maybe Case is the guy?
All I'm saying is, if we have the most generational talent we've ever had on our team, I wouldn't mind having the guy who's coached NBA players running the team during that time, rather than a first-time head coach who's never been a head coach in his entire life. I would rather see the most upside that we have as a team with the best player we've ever had, and could, by the way, judging by the last 2 games, be a Final Four caliber team. If we are that, give me the best freaking head coach we can absolutely have. And I'm sorry, I like Jeremy Case. I've always liked Jeremy Case.
Yeah, you hate Jeremy Case.
I don't get it.
Wait, are we talking about 1 game or multiple games here?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm personally talking about multiple. But if it's 1 game, okay, I don't care. If it's 1 game, I don't care.
Right. That's I agree. I'm in agreement. I don't know. It's not the most logical thing in the world. If you think Jock is your guy and it's extended, which I have no sign of this indication of it being extended, I don't know, one way or the other, then you probably go with the guy you think is next, gives you the best chance to win. 1 game, like, bring Norm back. I get it.
The scouts
I get
already
it.
done. Like it's done. They were on the
Yeah.
plane, getting ready. They were ready to fly out an
Yeah.
hour before this all happened. So
Yep.
there shouldn't be anything. I don't care who coaches this game. It's weird still, I think, but I don't. It's
Yeah.
not that big deal.
Well, I would
What
imagine,
would
even
be-
if Kate is the coach, like Jacques gonna be, I would imagine his voice is gonna be a little bit more present tomorrow night.
You would think.
Yeah.
But is that
Like,
undermining the case associate?
what if they just split the difference? And
But
then it's
but
What if
Kevin,
comes-
every
here comes
substitute teacher gets undermined. Like that's just the way it goes.
Nick,
No
stay
doubt.
woke. Stay woke.
What if
though.
you just say, hey, I don't want to rattle, I don't want to upset the apple cart here. And the apple cart is 9 assistant coaches sitting in it. And Bill's got a contingency plan. It's like the Bob Stoops coming back to coach Oklahoma in the bowl game equivalent. What would that be? Roy?
Roy would
Larry
be-
Brown?
Bill would never. Larry Brown. Bill would do. It's Larry Brown is really good.
Yeah, Larry.
Larry would be
Danny?
Absolutely. Danny switches unis for a game.
Yeah.
John says Dooley is being disrespected here, seniority. I don't think you must have missed it when Mike firmly thrust Dooley into the big 3, quote unquote, of the KU assistants.
That's respect.
He's got head coaching experience, and the Dooley theorem. He returned. The team got better. The Dooley theorem.
But
Nepo play. Nepo baby play.
Tyler?
What's Tyler doing?
He
Is
just had a
in
child.
basketball?
He just had a kid.
I
No,
don't care about
he
his
works in
personal
finance.
life.
He works in finance or something.
Mike and I know what he's doing.
Yep.
Sweet. I don't like whatever you two.
Mac, what were you
know.
going to ask? You said stay woke.
What if? And stay with me. You talked about hiding Jacques, just in case it goes poorly. But what if it goes poorly, and it creates the opening for what some KU fans want, which is an
Shouldn't we
open
know?
season head coaching search, and not just
Oh,
obviously Jacques.
But that's kind of what I was saying at the beginning. The idea that I don't think Bill ever intended for this to be his last season. So I don't think the plan is
ever
hire
become-
Jacques, coach one more year, Jacques takes over. I think it's a little more nuanced than that. I think it's more like, let's get Jacques in, see how he does for a couple seasons, and then we'll find out if he really is the guy to be the head coach in waiting.
You don't
I
want,
know it
you don't even
it
wanna
sounds
know.
similar to what you're saying, but I think that's a big difference.
You don't want the tryout. Herb Spices says, let Dana Anderson or David Booth choose as an NIL fundraiser. I will one up you, Herbs. Just sell the position for a game. Just how many millions get Anschutz. Anschutz hasn't been donating.
Who would
to
buy it
Athletic-
though? You know what I mean?
Athletic.
Who would be
He's
the
been
winning
wanting
bidder?
him
It'd
back.
have to be
Anschutz.
somebody
He's in
we
Colorado
know.
for his son. Get Anschutz out there. He's back for KU. A good $5 million.
Yeah, but he's
Coaches a
too
Hawk.
sophisticated to want that. It would be
I know
a
a
dipshit
relative
with
of-
money.
Relative of one of
Oh,
the hosts who might
Mech?
throw their hat in the ring.
I think it's a different tax bracket. I think you'd need a lot of quiche.
How much would it go for?
Okay. What is there anything else to talk about here?
What do you mean?
Yeah, we may have gone off the.
Yeah,
I don't-
okay, fine.
I
All
don't-
right.
I don't
All
talk
right.
about the team. I love this team. This team is fun. I
I
hope
know.
Bill's back for the next game.
I do too.
Next game
I-
being at K-State, right?
Oh man, yeah,
That's good for
Next
your
game
heart to go to
K-State.
Manhattan.
Will they be
He wasn't-
nice?
He
If
wasn't
he
feeling
returns for that game, will they be muted?
I would think so. You'll have 6,500 muted K-State fans.
Well, because if they were going to Columbia to play Mizzou, those fans wouldn't hold back. I really don't think they would. K-State fans, I could see them not holding back, but just like directing their ire.
being a
in
little
other
respectful. Little respectful.
Would they applaud him coming out of the tunnel?
I think so.
if they knew it was his last game, maybe. I don't think. I don't know.
I don't think they're plotting it when he comes
Has Jerome Ting like killed their spirit that bad?
He's
Where
hurt
they'll
it
come
quite a
down there
bit.
yeah, he really has. Kansas State fans are down bad. They're just like tip the cap. It would be. I would wonder. I think some would, but the students are going to be the students, as they should be.
Well, let's hope he's back. Thoughts and prayers. Recovering at home. He's going to be back. He's all going to be fine, guys. It's going to be fine.
Bill,
Please be fine.
this is.
We're fine. We're
Fine.
gonna be fine.
Fine.
Gonna be. Okay,
was
yeah,
at
let's
the
talk
game.
about this team.
I was at the game, the Baylor game on Friday.
That was a good one to be at. 80-62. The final score.
I might have right before the game looked at DP hit like 9 straight threes in warmups, and then do some fadeaway jumper practice where he was doing some fadeaways that like faded away like a good 10 feet as he was fading away, and they were still going in. And I decided to plop a little decent sized bet on 35 points for DP that night. And boy, howdy, that first half, I'm like, oh boy, we got this.
He cashed it out, right?
We got this. We are in it. And then, oh, be goddamn, we don't see Darryn Peterson play in the second half again.
Well, he played a little bit.
I made a point. I said something about this in the post game, and I got beaten up big time on it by saying, the fact, obviously he had this insane stat line. Do you guys have it?
Yeah, I got it right here.
11 of 13.
26
2 of 4 from
points.
3.
Yeah, he went 11 of 13, went 9 for 9 inside the arc. 3 assists, 2
for 4.
rebounds, 1 steal.
23 minutes though. Key,
23
and I wrote key stat 23 minutes about his box score. And I said it didn't matter tonight, but it's going to matter soon. We need to figure out how to get him out there in the second half. That take was not received well on Twitter. They didn't need him. Time and score, blah, blah, blah. Why would they rush it back? Like 100 replies, all saying the same thing. And like, I'm the crazy one. But I'm taking my point from Bill Self, who in the post game said, DP for 19 minutes was the best player in America, but we still haven't figured it out. Hopefully, somehow or another, a light will come on and we can get him playing in the second half. That was his quote. He wanted
the radio with Dooley, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Dooley's doing post-game radio now?
Sorry,
What
Gurley.
can't he do?
Oh, great Gurley celebrity. Great Gurley celebrity shot. No one called him in.
I'm just saying, like, and trust me, it had a little bit to do with my bet because I'm like, this guy could have walked out there with his blindfold and got to 35. But it also had to do with the fact that we need to see him play in the second, because no one else was sitting, by the way. All the starters played until basically like 2 minutes left.
Classic Bill.
Which
Who else knows that? That
Probably-
Bill does that? Darren Matsubara, agent extraordinaire.
Bill wanted him out there, is the point, and he couldn't go.
Yes, dude. It's a Big 12 opponent. It's Scott Drew. He does not call off the dogs that
Bill's
early.
Scott fucking Drew, get out there.
I thought about this a lot
Talk about this.
because, Mac, I'll be honest, I was on their side. I was on everybody in your replies side after the game because I said the same thing. Like, vibes are high. Vibes are really high right now. I'm not going to let this,
You were
like,
so mad.
Darryn Peterson didn't play agenda ruin the fact that they just beat Baylor by 18 3 days after beating the number 2 team in the country by 20 plus. I'm like, I don't care. And I've thought about this so much, and I don't really think the reality is any different than what we've talked about. Like, this is a temporary showcase infrastructure for Darryn Peterson. It just is. And I wish there was a way to, like, kind of think about it in a more positive light of like, no, we could get him to care about this. We can get him to care as much as we care and as much as Bill Self cares and every KU fan does. But like, it's not going to happen. And in that game, when you're crushing this team and played perfect half of basketball. That was one of the best halves of basketball I've ever seen a KU player play. Just could do no wrong. And when you do that and the score is that, that's exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, why would I play another minute? And I know why we would say you should play another minute. I know that. But for him, he's like, I've done my job. I have done my job. I came out here. I helped us build this massive lead. I put on a show. There's no upside for me to continue to play in this game.
Bill, come on. El Marco. Put him out there. I did. Yeah, I get it. I did feel a little silly in the first half when he was doing incredible things and I was just making audible noises that weren't English watching him. It was awesome. And I was like, why do we care about this guy not playing against Towson and Davidson? But then Bill did, and you zoom out. It's the context of, well, he hasn't really finished a game still. And so I think it's both sides are valid where it's like, it's okay, but it's still like, well, Bill's saying it too. Like somehow, some way he's got to play the whole game like the rest of his teammates.
Like Flory, who went bananas. One of his best games maybe ever.
And Alex says that was irrational. I agree. In a vacuum, it is irrational. But Bill was everything I was hearing was like we were on the verge of an issue there. Those last few games with Big 12 play coming, it was like it's time. So I think you got to zoom out and take it all in. And you wanted to talk about how good Flory was, Mick, and I just cut you off. Like that was the showing we were waiting for. They're running real offense, like really the first time with Darren where they were like fluid, executing and getting Flory rolling to the basket like that and taking attention one way and having Flory slip the other. It was really like the ceiling for this team is, we said it before the Baylor game, like extremely high.
Well, when you get DP playing like that, like, yeah, that could take you a long ways. He does need to figure out a way to get the ball.
He's got to play in the second half. Oh, you want DP with the ball more?
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this a little bit, but watching it,
I don't think he did.
I mean this in the nicest way it's going to sound, but he didn't want it on several possessions. Like he was very content to let the other four play.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, my turn.
Was that after he got his?
No. I mean, they started to, obviously ramping up the defense on him. I mean, they were trying to do everything they could to prevent him from touching the basketball, which is going to be the thing. Like he's going to have to get used to the best face guarder whose literal only job it is on the basketball court to not score, not do anything, literally just keep him from touching the basketball. Like that's going to be the defense on him. He's got to be able to work his way into that. But I mean, he's always had that, I assume. He didn't want it sometimes. Not to say
That's
like he didn't want it.
Off-ball DP. That's off-ball mode.
It was a little. And again, I want to be very clear.
We need the offense fluid
because
we need the offense
ball more
fluid. That was a great offensive performance.
I mean, dude, he took 10 of KU's 32 shots in the first half.
That's actually lowering his usage.
His usage was down. Yeah. Which is good. We already established last episode, highest usage rate in the country. And KU hasn't had anyone remotely.
But who cares when he's 80% from the field, Nick?
Like, yeah, that's a good point.
Shoot it from half court for all I care. I don't care.
That's a good point. Yeah.
He was making everything.
Yeah, but then you go back to the Iowa State game where he wasn't making everything. And if that would have been the game plan to have Darren shoot 30 times, they don't have the performance that they did. Like, we can't go back. We can't regress back to the point of like Darren just shoot it every time, because we quickly forget like that wasn't working. That was not working for KU a couple weeks ago.
When you're in the stadium and seeing God mode, you want God mode to continue.
I get it.
It sounds like your gripe might be the minutes played more than how he's used.
All of the above.
Really?
But, God dang, he was so good, guys. It
So
was
good.
It's the best play I've ever seen in Outfield S. I mean, I've watched. I was there for Durant. I've seen everybody for 35 years. That's the best player, dude. He is so good.
Should we talk about the Christian Brown tweet?
Yeah, Christian Brown said he was the best player ever at KU. Now, I don't know how much of a historian Christian. I don't know if he's like really grinded the tape on the Ted Owens era and Fog Allen even like.
That's the era you pick. We know.
I mean, Clyde Lovellette. You don't want to talk Clyde Lovellette. You don't want to talk Wilt Chamberlain.
No, I meant Ted.
CB has no idea who Wilt.
We could go Darnell
Chamberlain is.
Valentine, JoJo White,
Adonis Jordan. Those Adonis JoJo White didn't play. Yeah, but JoJo White didn't play for Ted, did he? No.
I'm just naming old players.
Oh, all right.
Let's just name more old players.
Christian
Yeah,
Brown.
you seem
That's
hyper
all
focused on the
Mark
Ted
Brand-
Owens stuff.
Yeah, no, that was the whole bit. He's Christian
Kevin
Brown's
Pritchard.
like, there's this guy named Wilt,
Nonetheless, I think he's got a strong case.
and he had sex with how many people?
He's the best. He's the most talented player Bill Self's ever had.
I said this after the game. There was one guy across the way from me, and every time DP made another crazy shot, he started doing the "we're not worthy," which the move. And I remember like very distinctly as a kid watching Paul Pierce go bananas, and everyone chanting "one more year," which wasn't going to happen, and they're like the whole stadium doing "we're not worthy." And it was like the first time since then that I felt like, yeah, I kind of get it. Like, I think this guy is going to deserve this by the end of the season.
He's worthy of a "we're not worthy."
He's worthy of a "we're not worthy."
I blame that guy. I think DP saw that guy and he was like, "You're right, coach. Get me out.
You're not worthy. You're actually
You don't
not.
deserve me."
You're right. It's like a 15, 20-point lead. You're right. Get me out."
One more year. Interesting chant we could do.
I like
Specifically,
one more year chant. We should do that for sure.
we got to tell Darren Matsubara. One more year. We got to protest Mats. One more
Mats-
year.
I
Mats
mean,
gets a bonus for
10%,
however well
10% or
KU
whatever his agent rake is. That's, I mean, might as well get it off a college contract.
So Darren has played in 5 straight games.
Super
He
fun.
hasn't missed a conference game. He has not sat for an entire conference game.
but he hasn't finished one.
Well, I disagree. He
Glass
finished
half full,
Iowa
half
State.
empty.
He finished Iowa State. He had the scare and then came back in. And then he stayed in until garbage time. That was a week ago.
All right.
I mean, I'm just looking at both sides of it here. Where like the stuff that was, even though we're trying to make this all one.
I didn't know Mats was in
thing.
your back pocket.
No. Trust me. I have thoughts on Mats. I want to finish on DP before we get to Mats. Oh, I hated that. I hated that sentence. Wish I would have picked a different way to just frame that entire thing. We're making this all the same thing, but like Darren is playing more consistently than he has at any point this season. So like that's good, right? Or are we still in the same bucket of like waiting for the other shoe to drop?
We're always going to be waiting for the other
Hasn't
shoe to
changed
drop.
at all.
But it's trending. It's been trending better. We're not out of the woods.
It's
trending
trending.
the right
Yeah,
way.
we're not out of the woods, but I agree. It is trending better. The whole team's trending better.
Okay, so what's the over under on how many games Darryn Peterson misses the rest of the season?
I hate
Jesus
this.
I don't want
Christ.
to talk about it.
I don't want to.
Let's just do the
That's
let's do the
horrible. That's
percentage
horrible.
likelihood
You can
that
put a low number out
careers
there.
done while we're at it. Let's
I
just
was
do
gonna
both
say
of
you're
them.
doing this today. We're doing this today.
Well, you could put a low number out there and
I'm setting
calm
the
the
over
waters.
0.5.
I like 0.5.
Ooh, yeah. Taking the over, but I like it.
ISO shook. We agree. 0.5.
There we go.
Good
I'll
line.
see. I'll take
Somebody
Take
says
it.
L
Wow.
topic, Nick. This is a W topic. See, optimistic. This is great. Darren Matsubara, where are you on the deep dive and the unveiling of Darren Matsubara, Mike? I was expecting a bombshell report.
What do you want me to do? I did
Just-
that last week.
No, but did you ever write about it? Did you ever really uncover some juicy bits?
No, I texted a lot of people. Darren Matsubara is ruining my life. People who are professionals in basketball.
And they're all telling you, like, sorry, he's just an agent.
No, yeah, nothing too crazy actually. Look, I mean, he was very involved with the Joel Embiid surgery when he was with the Sixers as a rookie. In a
The one
weird
where he had
way.
like 5 doctors consulting.
I believe
the
Mats was involved
one
with that. Actually,
That left him 7-2.
yeah. So that was a weird deal. And Embiid's not with him anymore. Partly because like Mats or Embiid wasn't doing like what the team wanted him. There, I don't know. There's a weird control story. Other than that, like I did do some research, but I didn't see anything that crazy. But Mats is like in a lot of the statements about this surgery. Everyone involved in our organization, Joel and his agent, Darren Matsubara, is what the Sixers said in their statement around the work diligently to assemble a group of professionals. So I don't know. That seems weird.
Sounds like he's doing his job.
Mott's?
Yeah.
I feel like you're giving Mott's a bad rap.
Does you think there's a chance that he just hates basketball? Hates people playing it?
What do you mean?
I got a little something I found on Mott's,
Okay.
Mike. You can maybe use this if you want. It says in 2002, 2 standout players, Dwayne Williams and Antonio Lawrence, transferred to Fresno's San Joaquin Memorial High School under suspicious circumstances. Both players happened to star on an AAU travel team run by Darren Matsubara, an Adidas-sponsored EBO All-Star squad. His school rival cried foul and refused to play against Memorial, alleging that Matsubara had tampered with the athletes' decisions and helped funnel them to Memorial in violation of high school transfer rules. It's not much, but it's something from 23 years ago, breaking
Yeah.
high school, California State high school basketball rules. So can you do
Curtis
something with that?
Townsend's over there going like, what? What is the problem here? Like, what are we talking about?
What's the statute of
Bring back
limitations on
some-
this?
Travis Goff is furious about this. He's just learned. I didn't know that was in play for the Mott's. Like things like that were in play.
I got
You
another
guys
one for
fucking-
you. In a 2002
I got
lawsuit
something.
deposition, a former
Yeah.
associate alleged that this guy by the name of Dan Fegan had been making under-the-table cash payments to certain AAU coaches to steer star players toward his agency. According to the deposition, Matsubara was one of 4 grassroots coaches who received payoffs from Fegan.
Dan Fagan's a real agent. Like, not that Motts isn't, but he's another big agent, I think. No?
There's no way to know.
There's no way
Nobody
to know.
knows.
No way to know.
Nobody knows.
See, that's
had
the
a
thing.
very
That's the problem.
Take the field goal.
I dug into this a little bit too. Dan Fegan died in 2018, Kevin.
Yeah, but his
Way to
spirit
go.
lives on in the
How?
agent world. Everybody knows
Car
that.
crash.
Ooh. Suspicious.
I don't.
This is the problem. I went digging on Matsubara too. I'm like, gotta find some dirt on this guy.
How
Turns
deep
out,
did you dig?
I don't think there's much there.
No.
We just hate him because he maybe tends to err on the side of fuck college. You're going to make so much money in the pros. You don't owe them anything. And that flies directly in conflict with
Wait.
college basketball fans.
ISO Shook says this dude was probably Deshaun Stevenson's guy too. It was this is Deshaun Stevenson's guy. Well, the last
You don't listen to every episode.
I love this. I hope he's sitting there like thought it was a good joke, and he's like, "What?" Yeah, he was one of the guys blamed by Deshaun's mom. So yeah, no, there's nothing crazy out there, but we need someone to be angry with right now, and I think Darryn Peterson is a saint. So it's Darren Matsubara, who I've heard people grumble about with KU for sure. I think he's been frustrating. I don't think he's helped manage the situation.
Fagan repped DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, and Dwight Howard.
It's the career earnings of those three.
I don't know. Fagan probably had a cool boat.
It sucks because like we keep trying to figure out a way to like convince ourselves that like Darryn Peterson owes the program more than what he's currently giving them. And like the uncomfortable reality is he doesn't.
Legally or not legally?
Huh? What are you talking about? Illegally? He owes
no,
more
legally.
He needs to do runs for KU's benefit.
Well, if he's signed a pay for play is not legal, so
yeah, but like
that's
NIL is an endorsement. It is not like an obligation to play a certain amount of minutes or be productive. It is like you are paying him to be a representative
marketing value.
Yes, of Kansas basketball, and that's it.
Yep.
And that's
but
why
off
for
of
his
his junior varsity pay for play, let's do real pay for play.
Stupid too. No,
I don't
it's
see
stupid.
Bonsa
That's
doing
not
what
his
he's
fault.
doing. I don't see
No
doing.
players doing this shit.
So you could say that, Nick, but this is unprecedented. Now he's an unprecedented player, like whatever, but no one else is doing it.
No, I'm not like
maybe
saying
others will.
I'm not
Maybe
saying
this
I
is the
like
start of
it.
something.
I'm saying it's a perfect storm of what I just said. Like that's the uncomfortable reality. And he has people in his ear who are constantly reminding him of that. That's the difference.
You don't think there's been someone in someone's ear saying you're going to be an NBA guy forevermore, like forever? That has been.
Yeah, but it's real with Darren. Like he's not just like he's a lock to be
very cautious.
His floor is the number 2 overall pick.
You don't have to convince me of anything. I'm just saying there's always been people in people's ears saying you got to protect yourself because of this. We just haven't seen this.
Blatant.
It's pretty blatant.
What if Darren wants to go to the Thunder? He knows they're not going to get the number 1 overall pick. And so he's kind of like doing a soft tank. He's softly tanking his stock and just trying to get it to hover around like the 4 or 5 spot so we can go to a good team right away.
He's like, oh, I hit the 20 mark. I can't go more than 23 points a game.
Because then I might end up in Brooklyn.
It needs to be 23.2 points a game. No more, no less. When I hit the 23 point, I'm out. I'm checking out.
Yeah, if I'm averaging 25 and a half, I'm going number 1. I cannot have that. I don't want that. What's the financial? What's the difference in guaranteed money between 1 and 2?
It's actually a lot. Like it ends up being a pretty big amount.
There goes that theory.
I can't remember the numbers, but it actually is legit over the course of whatever the 4 years.
So this year's rookies, so the guys who are currently in the league, I don't know. I don't see the guaranteed money, but in terms of like your 3-year salary, it's a difference of like $5-6 million.
Oh, it's like a year at Kansas.
That's across 3 years.
Oh,
1 million 1 year, $1.5 million, $2 million. So it kind of adds up, but
okay.
I don't care, dude. Honestly, I'll go back to the people in your mentions, Mech. If that's what you're going to give us in your 26 minutes, I'm good.
20.
Good enough.
at least for now.
Can we get it? Do you think it's going to get to 32?
He's done 30.
Like in a game or like
No. Like
average?
towards the end of the season, going into Big 12 tournament, going
March.
into
In March.
NCAA tournament.
In March, is he going to average 30 a game? 30 minutes.
Depends on if the games are close or not.
Yeah, okay. How about this, Mac?
Dude, it's
What if I
tournament
told you
game.
this, like kind of like what we've seen the last week and a half, 2 weeks? This continues, the next month and a half. But then in March, he's just like a normal player who can play as many minutes as you need. You good with that, right? You take that, right?
Sorry, I just saw the pick. Yeah, I would take that. I'd take that all day. If I knew he was going to be 100% in March and we would get 70% of DP now and 100% of DP then, yeah. We'll take.
As long as we get 100% DP.
Okay. Bill Self aside, because we know he's not going to coach, and not knowing who is going to coach, at least as at the time of this recording, KU Colorado, late tip. I'm going to be boots on ground, by the way. I'm starting the Rock Chalk chant I'm starting the Rock Chalk chant at the under 16 in the second half, regardless
Keep
of
Motts
score.
out of Kansas. Keep Motts out of Lawrence, Kansas. Make a sign.
It's gonna be a late night for those watching in Kansas or in the Central. But based off what we've seen the last 2 games, really, really strong performances. Granted, those were both in Allen Fieldhouse. Now you go to one of the toughest places to play in the Big 12. What's the name of the arena? Anybody know it?
Deion Sanders basketball court.
The CU Event Center. The storied CU Event Center.
Oh, I like that.
Are you guys feeling confident? Do we have an early line?
Check
5.5?
It was 5.5. Now it's 4.5.
Wow, really?
Huh.
So is that the Bill Self factor?
Maybe some
gotta be.
news. It was 5.5 whenever it wasn't public. So yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I've got a picture of Nick's suit to protest Motts tomorrow. Nick's outfit. There he is.
Keep Motts out of Kansas.
It's like the best Jackass skit. You like Colorado?
KU minus 4.5.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Do you think this is the lowest it's going to go, or is this Bill Self news need to resonate a little bit more?
I feel like this has got to be the lowest it goes.
I would probably hit it.
What do I know?
What else could I don't want to get into that. Yeah, 4.5 is pretty good. Ken Palm's got it as 6. You're in an extra little nub from the Bill.
How do we think DP and going up in the mountains is going to go?
Oh no!
Oh God!
I mean, no! I haven't thought about this.
But the thing is,
Boo
cardio's
this
never been
man.
been an issue with him, right?
Remember, remember the Diggy quote about altitude?
If you say,
What
does
is
he
that?
say?
I don't know what is that.
They go,
What's that
yeah.
mean?
No, he goes, and then they explain it, and he goes, if you say so.
All right.
Like he was totally not buying. He thought he was getting punked. Like, okay, whatever you
Diggy
say,
had
man.
43 this week. Do you see that?
Yes.
Diggy has been a monster this season.
You were on ground
offensively?
zero of
I have been
Diggy Fest.
full on Diggy for the record.
So Kevin and I
Compliment.
have a group chat with all of our KU buddies, and somebody sent this tweet. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was Diggy's 10th 30-point game as a college basketball player. It's the most amongst all active players.
Dude.
Our beautiful baby boy.
And we let him walk.
No, he's getting attacked on defense, apparently.
Who cares?
He put up
He shoot his way out of it.
You know what? I'm tired of talking about defense. We went through this last year. I've seen enough good defensive teams that didn't win jack. Offense. That's all I want.
I just want to watch the Diggy. I want to see the Diggy quote so bad.
Altitude.
I probably got it saved on my phone somewhere.
I definitely do.
I know I talked about it on Twitter. I gotta find it.
Just scroll way back in our group chat. Way back.
Everything went south at altitude, honestly. What do you
Weren't
mean
they talking
by
about
altitude?
Utah going to
I got
Utah?
it right here. I got it. See if I can.
Yeah,
send it
they
to
were
my
talking about
computer real quick.
Utah. It's so good.
That's
What
what
do you? I found it too.
do you mean by that?
What do you-
All right.
This is like a scientific. Do you have
That's
it?
it.
There we go.
Do you have it, Nick?
Yeah. Okay, let me share it. Hold.
Computer.
Holding. Indiana won the championship. So, Lance, there's hope for you yet.
Miami plus 7.5.
Thanks for telling me. As I said, I liked the other side.
I just
What you mean by altitude? Like the air and all that? Yeah, never seen, never did nothing like that, so I don't know how that's about to feel. So you sound to be more tired? Okay. This is like a scientific fact? Okay.
I love him so much. Oh, I miss you, Diggy.
Okay.
Okay. It's like a scientific.
Nerd.
So,
I play basketball. I'm not a helicopter. So. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So good.
All right.
Can you go to Colorado last year? Yeah, they did.
No,
They
it's-
won by 7.
It was a closer game. Yeah.
Is it
Colorado's
still?
solid.
Is their coach
Tad.
still?
Still Tad.
You're still Tad.
I love how they're just like, what? I mean, we ride with you.
He's been
You
there
don't wanna
since
search another guy.
2011.
That's crazy.
Good on him.
The Kansas
Good on him.
line came
He probably
down
coached. He coached Spencer Dinwiddie.
8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock
Mhm.
tonight. Western.
It's 10:20 right now in the Central. We will, at this point tomorrow, have seen DP go 7 of 8 from the field, and checking out for a long period. As KU's out.
Altitude.
Stop. Why are you doing that?
Altitude. Hey,
You're saying he's going to
We're
be
gonna
more
be up 13.
tired?
I just said we're gonna be up 13
Okay.
at this point tomorrow.
Subscribe, rate, and review. Everybody.
Yeah.
Subscribe,
yeah.
rate, review.
Minus 4.5.
Days ahead.
Yeah. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube. And remember, every time you watch on YouTube, we get $1. For Mike Vernon,
That's
Kevin Tehan,
stop saying
Kevin
that.
Meckley, I'm Nick Schwert. This is Could Be Wrong.